Hey everyone, how's it going? I am Zeracon. I am back once again. I wanted to just make a quick video today because there was some interesting news that came out. So this came out from The Gamer, and they reported that the PS3, Vita, and PSP stores are going to be permanently closed within a few months. And this is something that it's going to be interesting. So let's take a look at this. So it says that the PS3, PS Vita, and PlayStation Portable stores aren't long for this world. According to a source familiar with the situation, verified by The Gamer, the stores are due to be closed down from July. The announcement is planned for the end of this month. PSP's and PS3 stores are to be closed on July 2nd, while the PS Vita store may stay open until August 27th. After those dates, you'll no longer be able to purchase digital copies of games or DLC for any of the Sony consoles mentioned above. So this is there are two things to this. First off, it's only saying that these stores are being closed. With all of these stores here, though, you will be able to download, or at least you should be able to download. Like, it didn't say anywhere in here when I was reading through it originally. Yeah, because it just talks about here about the about sales and stuff, about the life of the consoles and whatnot. But you should still be able to download any games that you have. I apparently it gets even worse because it's just the tip of the iceberg. So according to Does It Play, who I actually had to look up who these were. They test games for preservation and whatnot. So they said the PS3 modding community better come up with a way to alter the kernel clock stat. If Sony are starting to shutter services on PS3, eventually this will stop you from being able to sync the clock, and all those digital games get nuked even if you rush and buy them now. So you've got John from Digital Foundry who says like, "Oh wait, what? Seriously, this is worse than expected." So PS3 is a time bomb currently. Basically, Sony internal clock requires validation to reset once the CMOS battery dies. It will die. Once this happens, all your digital games won't work without a sign-in. If the servers are gone, this is impossible. On PS4, it's worse. You can't even use discs on the system without a reactivity. And then in a couple other places, like is this the one I saw? That's not what I saw. So discs are fine on PS3, PS4 they are not. However, jailbreaks allow us to change the clock, but it's nonsense we have to do this. Which, yeah. Oh, but here's a good one actually. Imagine throwing an entire digital library away like this too, when a smarter company would have been able to have emulators pre-installed on their device to take advantage of this library, so users can still purchase and run these games. But nope, gotta delete it all. And yeah, so that's that's pretty much like the main points of like everything I saw and whatnot. And so like this is absolutely right. So like once these are shut down, it's only a matter of time until you can't access those games anymore. So like later on down the road, you won't have these games because you won't be able to download them from the store. And then as it was mentioned in those tweets, like that's gonna be it. You're not going to have any. You're not gonna have anything like at all. Like there's no way for you to get those games back unless you yourself like take that initiative, which shouldn't be a thing. And this is the problem with both Sony, Nintendo, and to a degree, I think has I think Xbox has gone a little bit better with this, but it's the fact of you not being able to keep your games. And actually, as a whole for consoles, this is the bad thing about buying digitally. I understand that it's convenient, but you don't want to buy digital because you're just going to lose that stuff down the road. Like seriously, if you're in console, buy physical. I say this for the best intentions. Buy physical because otherwise, you're gonna lose that stuff. Now, granted, as it was mentioned in like one of the tweets, like the PS4, it's still pretty much just like it's pretty much acting as a as a register key. So like even that's not going to be good enough. But and then you'll still have updates and patches that won't be around like years later when you need them. So if you're someone who's good grief, I can't believe I'm saying this. Like if you're searching for like a PS4 or like an Xbox One, or heck, even like Nintendo Switch for like the games that are like not even complete on cart, you will be hunting for these retro consoles, and then you won't be able to play these games because the servers aren't available, and you can't, get these patches and updates that are required to get the game running. So so like that's the problem with modern gaming on consoles, is because these systems are not future proof. Like, you're going to lose them eventually, one way or another. But still, having the physical is your best option for game preservation. That's like the best thing you can do. But it does also show like how these companies are not taking any steps to getting you to help you preserve your games. And sure, Xbox is doing a pretty good job with backwards compatibility. PlayStation is doing something. They are taking some initiative, although they're not as good as Xbox is with helping out with the backwards compatibility. But they're still making effort. Nintendo, on the other hand, they're the worst of the three, just because of the fact that any games, if you like seriously, if you buy any retro games, like, you have to buy them all over again on your next generation system, which I think is completely ridiculous. Like, seriously, I bought a game on I bought Super Met. No, it wasn't. It was Super Castlevania on my Wii U. I can't play that on my new 3DS, even though that's available on the console. I bought Metroid 2 on my new 3DS, and even though it's on my same account, I can't play that on my Wii U, even though that's also on the same thing. Well, granted, I don't have a Wii U anymore, but when I had one, I couldn't do that. So like that was ridiculous. So like the fact that like you have no control over your digital games is ridiculous, because like I said, when the servers are shut down, you can't get those back anymore. So it also shows the fact that emulation is a very wonderful thing, and that it's going to be the only way, unless these companies go and they allow you to get these games down the road. That's gonna be your only way to play these games. Like, and it's sad that it's gotten to that point. Now you could say, yeah, like, games are removed from stores on PC as well. However, it's easier for you to get those games back. Like Nintendo shut down AM2R, and they shut down the Mario 64 PC DirectX version. I was able to still get a copy of those games after after like Nintendo was like killed it and stuff. Heck, even for like they shut down Emu Paradise, I'm still able to find ROMs for their games. Like, seriously, it's not hard. I mean, you have to research, you have to make sure you're like making sure you're going to like legit sites. You don't want to like go anywhere that's really fishy or suspicious, but you can still find this stuff if you do the research. You can't do that on your console. So back up your games as much as you can on console. Emulate that. You're going to want your emulators, because otherwise you're not going to have those. Because, like, seriously, what is it? Metal Gear Solid 4 is the only game, it's only available on PS3. I mean, yeah, it's on the PS3 emulator, but that's the only official release it's ever gotten. And after it's done here with the PS3, after that's like completely killed off, there's nowhere else to get it from. There's nowhere officially you can get it from. So you're stuck with either emulating or backups, and that's ridiculous. And shows, and I don't know if that's really just on Sony's end or if that's on Konami's end. It wouldn't shock me if it was Konami, because Konami is trash these days. I mean, they're really just backwards and like a lot of stuff they do. But Sony also, that could also be their fault as well. I don't know. But the point is that this whole situation shows that you can't that that it's not that great on consoles anymore, as far as like with game preservation, because you could still go and buy your older games and you'd be fine. Like, I mean, sure, there's disk rot and whatnot, but you could still are safe to a degree as far as going to, like, say, PS2 era backwards. You can go buy the game from anywhere. pop that in your console, boom, you're good to go. But like these newer games that require the patches that are digital, there's no guarantee. And so hopefully you all won't have this problem. Hopefully you can go and get this stuff resolved. If you have any like questions about like how to make, well, I mean, I don't know how to like back up console data and whatnot, but I can help you find some emulators and stuff. So just let me know and I will do my best to help you out. So until then, everyone, I am Xeracon signing off. Have a good one.